Michael Hoffman with this month's NSA News.
Hello, NSA family. This is Michael Hoffman with the NSA NT News. And I'd like to repeat that word and say it one more time, family, because that's exactly who we are and what we proved in this last month. You know, every once in a while we have a situation where you gotta show your proness, if you will, and this month was no exception. September was the month of pros, and I just want to send out a big thank you to T. Scott Gross, who stepped in at the last minute for our guest in September that had some family issues, and we had a pro in our midst that stepped up and gave us some wonderful information. As a matter of fact, I just want to say kudos to our community for that type of approach. It's because we have so much talent in our chapter that we are able to do what we do. And if that itself is not a reason enough to come to our meetings, I don't know what to do for you. I really don't. But we're going to try. Let's take a few minutes to sort of recap what happened in September. We had an event that T. Scott Gross wowed the house. We had a hog this month that I think is worthy of talking about. So let's go to, do we have a low budget? Okay, let's go to our low budget man on the street to find out exactly what happened in September with Michael Hoffman, man on the street. Mike, are you out there? Thank you, Mike. We are here live on the street talking with Ed Maier, who was at the event with T. Scott Gross last month. Is that correct?
That's correct.
I heard it was wonderful.
It was a very good event. Scott did a great job of explaining to the audience what we have to do and what we have to think about when we serve the younger population today, what he calls Generation Y or even Generation I, the invisible generation. So I'd like to work with some of the younger up-and-comers, and it helps me think about what they're thinking about so that when I meet with them and talk to them, I can relate to them and not tell them stories about guys like Ronald Reagan and Richard Nixon and those people. Tell them more recent stories of people that they can recognize.
Yeah, this is a very connected generation. And we're all in the generation right now, but the ones that are coming up, this is all they've been exposed to. So you're saying that, and I think that's a good one for all of us, is that to be prepared with the different ways that our customers are thinking these days and get ready to adjust accordingly.
Have to be.
Yeah, it was a great event, wasn't it?
It was a very good event.
T. Scott Gross, we thank you so much for coming in and stepping in at the last minute and giving us a ton of information. So I appreciate you coming, Ed.
Okay.
Back to you, Mike. Mike, it's still you. Thanks for coming back to me, Mike. We have Joy Macci, which I've learned that it's Macci in America, Macci in Italy. Is that right?
That's correct.
That's correct. Welcome.
Thank you.
So glad for stopping by. Saw you on the street, had to pull you over because you were actually at the event that we had, our hog that we had, heard it on a grapevine, actually in, what was it, Carrollton, I believe. So, so it's Hawk.
Yes.
Yeah, it was Hawk. With Tom Winiger,
yes,
who was absolutely amazing. The man was legendary. What did you get out of the night?
Oh gosh, he was a rock star. He's been over 30 years in the industry at the highest levels of epitome of that. And what was neat about it is he says that successful speakers focus on life. And it's more about doing a movement versus what they're selling. You know, you look at the people that are successful, the companies that are successful. They pretty much focus on what people are buying versus what they are selling. Look at Starbucks. They focus on the environment, the atmosphere, the coffee. It doesn't matter what the price is versus selling the coffee. And this is what he really.
You had a good time?
Fabulous.
Change your business?
You betcha. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, Joy.
Thank you.
Macci. Macci?
Macci.
When you're back in Italy, let me know.
Okay.
I want to go. Back to you, Mike. Timmy! Come on, Daddy. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's Tim Durkin.
How you doing, Mike?
Oh, Timmy, how are you, buddy?
I'm good.
You know, I didn't know. Does that sound come from you? That halo effect?
Yeah, even when I'm not around.
Wow, see how that works. It is you.
Oh, yours.
Tell me about Brian Lee. We got Brian Lee.
Oh, Brian Lee. This is a meeting that I've looked forward to for years and years, actually, because the biggest issue that I know for experienced and new speakers alike is how to charge for fees, how to set and get your fee. Because I don't know about you, but I have been asked many times, it's a question that I dread, so what is your fee? And so many times I've left a great deal of money on the table because I thought that they would go for this, and come to find out later on they would say, well, I'll go for this. Brian Lee, we've cleared it through legal, we've cleared it through NSA. It is the first time we've
Not that we've ever, we have taken that approach every single time.
Yeah, we have finally gotten permission to talk about fees in a way that won't get anybody in trouble. And I think we've got the fee master himself, Brian Lee, coming to talk to us about that. Just his handout, which I've had the privilege of previewing, is worth coming to the meeting itself. It's a 24-page handout. He's going to cover how to get and set your fee, how to negotiate for fees. He's going to tell you 40 different ways to get your fee or commensurate value when your client pleads poverty. He's going to show you how to get an engagement letter.
Wait, isn't that all clients?
Yeah, well,
all clients plead poverty.
And see, what we typically happens is that we go in with a low fee first, knowing that we are going to raise it when everything starts rolling and they see our value.
Sure.
Which almost never happens. I mean, it's the biggest myth out there. They'll charge us a little bit and then we'll get our normal fee later on. Doesn't happen.
So he's going to tell us how to.
Oh, he's going to tell us how to do that. He's going to tell us actually how to plan for retirement, and whether we want a beer and pretzels type retirement or a yacht and limousine type retirement or a Nido Cobain retirement. He doesn't use that term, but that's just my
I think we
term.
should. That's our vernacular.
Yeah,
and if you know what we're talking about, you know what we're talking about.
But
Of course, I'm sure he has pretzels and beer anywhere he wants.
Yeah.
So that's
Nido?
nice. Yeah, Nido. Yeah.
I think he owns the pretzels and
I
beer
think he does,
manufacturing
and that's the
company.
key.
Yeah, I think so.
I want to be in a position to own pretzels and beer.
I do.
Yeah.
And eat them wherever I want.
Wherever and whatever.
That's right. Not just
That's why I'm coming. Now, can we get the pamphlet anywhere?
No. The only time that the only people that are going to get the pamphlet or get the handout is if you are at the meeting. There is a limited number. They're going to be handed out, and that's it.
And that's it. So you got to be at the meeting.
Got to be at the
Must
meeting.
be present to win.
And if you are present, getting this and hearing Brian, you are a winner. It'll change everything for you.
Wow.
And I've been watching him very closely for the past year. I've seen with my own two eyes that he does exactly what he practices, and he gets the fees. He's got a very successful company with a lot of great employees, and it's just superb. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I am too. I think this is one of the very, very most important meetings we've had all year.
Wow.
In maybe years.
Wow, that sounds fantastic. Thank you, Tim Durkin. October 13th, Brookhaven Country Club. Come on down, bring a friend, Brian Lee.
Bring everyone.
Bring
everyone.
You're going to have a great time, and definitely you're going to ensure your business being taken to the next level. We'll see you at the next meeting, kids. Until then, take care. NSA NT, we love you. We'll see you soon.
Bow tie.
Bow tie. Hey, from here, she's kind of pretty. Talk to her. That's all right. I just actually wanted one of these. All right, you can go on. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. It's the benefit of having a microphone, I'll be honest with you.